Have you ever wondered what it would be like if children didn't need constant reminders to do their chores, manage their time, or take responsibility for their actions? In Japan, there's a fascinating rule that teaches kids self-discipline and responsibility early on, one that could change the way we think about parenting. Imagine children learning to take care of their own space, their responsibilities, and their decisions with confidence, and all of this without needing their parents to be the constant enforcers. The Japanese have a rule that may seem simple, but has profound effects on children's behavior and independence. This rule encourages kids to embrace responsibility, respect for others, and the concept of personal accountability. It's a principle that not only fosters self-discipline, but also shapes their character and ability to function independently. But how exactly does this rule work, and how can we apply it in our own parenting to help our children grow into responsible, self-disciplined individuals? That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. Why is self-discipline such an important skill to teach children? The answer lies in the fact that self-discipline isn't just about following rules. It's about the ability to manage one's behavior, emotions, and actions in a way that aligns with long-term goals. Self-discipline helps kids make better decisions, build healthy habits, and ultimately navigate life with confidence and resilience. In today's world, where distractions are everywhere and instant gratification seems to reign, learning to prioritize and regulate one's actions is more important than ever. And this is where the Japanese rule plays a crucial role, teaching kids the essential skills they need to thrive in a fast-paced world. Now, let's explore the core principle behind this Japanese rule that's teaching children to be more self-disciplined. In Japan, children are often tasked with responsibilities that seem like a big deal for such young people. Take, for example, the practice of cleaning their own classrooms. Yes, you heard that right. Children in Japan, from as early as elementary school, are assigned the responsibility of cleaning their classrooms. It's not just about tidying up after themselves. It's a way of teaching them about personal responsibility, teamwork, and the importance of contributing to their community. The Japanese rule we're discussing is rooted in the cultural belief that children should be active participants in their own upbringing. It's not about having everything done for them, or giving them a free pass to behave however they want. It's about learning discipline and the importance of self-regulation through action. Japan has a unique culture when it comes to parenting and education. The value of hard work, respect, and humility is instilled in children from a very young age. This is why children are not only taught in the classroom, but are also expected to participate in activities that develop their character. One of the most striking features of Japanese schools is the practice of school cleaning, where students are tasked with cleaning the entire school every day. It's not seen as a chore, but as an essential part of their education. This practice goes hand in hand with the Japanese concept of wei, or harmony, which emphasizes the importance of working together for the greater good. By cleaning their classrooms, children not only learn about responsibility, but also about being considerate of others and contributing to the well-being of their community. Take a moment to think about this. Children, as young as 6 or 7 years old, are given the task of cleaning their classrooms. They do this every day, without any teachers supervising them. They sweep, mop, and wipe down desks, all while working together as a team. This practice doesn't just teach them about cleanliness. It instills a sense of pride in their environment and encourages them to take ownership of their surroundings. In fact, children in Japan are often responsible for other tasks that promote discipline and cooperation. Whether it's setting up and serving lunch for their classmates or organizing school events, they learn that responsibility is a key part of life. This practice has helped create a culture of self-discipline in Japan that is admired worldwide. Now that we've explored the essence of the Japanese rule, let's dig deeper into how this rule actually promotes self-discipline among children. You might be wondering, how does something as simple as cleaning a classroom lead to better self-control, responsibility, and independence? Let's break it down. One of the key benefits of the Japanese rule is that it teaches children responsibility. By cleaning their classrooms every day, children learn that they are accountable for their environment and the space they share with others. It's not just about doing something for the sake of completing a task. It's about understanding that their actions have consequences. Children quickly learn that if they don't clean their space, others may suffer as a result. This sense of accountability isn't limited to cleaning. It extends to all aspects of their daily lives. Whether it's taking care of their belongings, being on time for school, or contributing to a team project, children begin to internalize the importance of being responsible for their actions. The Japanese rule also fosters a sense of independence. When children are given tasks to complete on their own, without constant supervision, they begin to trust in their ability to get things done. They don't rely on parents or teachers to remind them what to do or how to do it. Instead, they take the initiative themselves. This independence builds confidence and teaches children to manage their own time, make decisions, and learn from their mistakes. In Japan, children are encouraged to solve problems on their own rather than looking for someone to solve them for them. Whether it's cleaning a classroom or organizing a group activity, kids develop the skills necessary to handle challenges without being micromanaged. In Japanese culture, parents and teachers play a vital role, but their involvement is often more about guidance than intervention. Parents are there to support their children and ensure they understand the importance of the tasks they're given, but they do not constantly intervene. Teachers act as mentors who set expectations and encourage children, but they do not control every aspect of their students' actions. The goal is to let children take ownership of their responsibilities. Parents also model self-discipline by practicing the same principles of responsibility, respect, and independence. The lesson here is that children learn not just by being told what to do, but by observing how adults in their lives carry themselves with discipline and purpose. This creates an environment where everyone, adults and children alike, shares a commitment to personal growth and self-management. Through the Japanese approach, children develop several key skills, including time management, self-regulation, and teamwork. Cleaning the classroom or completing other daily chores requires effective time management, and kids learn how to prioritize tasks and allocate their time efficiently. The practice of self-discipline goes beyond the classroom, so children learn to regulate their emotions, actions, and reactions in various situations. Even though children are responsible for their own actions, they often work in teams, which teaches them how to collaborate and share responsibilities with others. These practical skills help children become well-rounded, independent individuals who can succeed not only in school but also in life. Now, let's take a look at how the Japanese approach compares with Western parenting styles. In many Western cultures, parenting often revolves around balancing discipline with nurturing. While this balance is important, the focus on teaching independence and responsibility from a young age, as seen in Japan, can sometimes be less emphasized. In the West, there are various parenting styles, such as authoritative, permissive, and authoritarian, each with its own approach to discipline. The authoritative style, for example, is a balance between being nurturing and setting firm rules. While this style encourages independence and self-discipline, it also often involves more supervision and intervention from parents. On the other hand, permissive parenting is less strict and tends to avoid setting rules or limits, which can lead to less discipline and more dependence on external guidance. In contrast, the Japanese approach emphasizes children's autonomy by allowing them to carry out responsibilities on their own, with minimal adult intervention. So, what are the benefits of this Japanese approach, and what challenges might arise if we try to apply it in Western contexts? One of the major benefits is that children learn self-discipline and responsibility without needing to be constantly reminded. They understand the importance of contributing to a group and the significance of their actions. However, adopting such an approach in Western cultures can be challenging. In some cases, it may seem too hands-off or even too strict, as many Western parents might be used to a more involved, supervised approach. There's also the risk of children feeling overwhelmed by too much responsibility at a young age. It's important to note that cultural values play a significant role in shaping parenting styles. What works in Japan may not always work in the same way in Western societies. That said, there's no reason we can't adapt the core principles of this Japanese rule to suit our own needs. The key is understanding that fostering self-discipline, independence, and responsibility is crucial for children's development, no matter where they are from. Now that we've explored how the Japanese rule teaches self-discipline and how it compares to Western approaches, let's talk about how parents can apply similar principles at home to help their children develop a sense of responsibility, independence, and self-discipline. It might seem daunting to adopt a completely new parenting style, but the beauty of the Japanese rule is that it doesn't require major changes. It's about making small, intentional adjustments to the way you interact with your child. Here are some practical ways you can begin applying this rule in your own parenting. First, start with simple responsibilities. Just like children in Japan clean their classrooms, you can assign your child simple household chores. This might be making their bed, setting the table, or cleaning up their toys. The key is to give them tasks that they can take ownership of, even if they seem small. Second, encourage time management. Teach your child how to manage their time by giving them clear, manageable routines. For instance, you can set up a schedule that includes time for homework, chores, and play. Let them take charge of following the schedule, but offer guidance and praise when they stick to it. Third, model responsibility. Children learn by watching the adults around them. So, make sure you're modeling the behavior you want to see in your child. Show them how you handle your responsibilities, whether it's your job, household chores, or even personal time management. They will take cues from you. Fourth, foster teamwork. Like children in Japan work together to clean their classrooms, encourage your child to work with others. Whether it's cleaning up after a family meal, organizing toys, or helping a sibling, it's really important to emphasize the value of contributing to a shared goal. Give them space to solve problems. Just like children in Japan are expected to handle tasks independently, try to allow your child to make their own decisions and solve problems on their own. Of course, offer guidance when necessary, but definitely give them the space to work through issues themselves. This will help them build problem-solving skills and self-reliance. As you implement these ideas at home, there are a few common mistakes you should be aware of. First, over-supervising. While it's important to guide your child, too much supervision can actually hinder their ability to learn responsibility. Avoid hovering over them as they complete tasks. Give them the autonomy to figure things out on their own. Second, being too lenient. On the other hand, being too lenient or not holding your child accountable for their actions can really undermine their sense of responsibility. Set clear expectations and hold them accountable when they don't follow through. Third, setting unrealistic expectations. Remember, self-discipline takes time to develop, so don't expect your child to master these skills overnight. Start small and gradually increase responsibilities as they become more confident and capable. And finally, not celebrating small wins. Positive reinforcement is key to maintaining motivation. Celebrate when your child successfully completes a task or sticks to a routine. This reinforces their sense of accomplishment and encourages them to keep going. It's totally normal for children to resist change, especially when you first introduce new responsibilities. Here are a few strategies to help overcome resistance. First, start slow. Begin with small, manageable tasks and gradually increase the level of responsibility. If your child feels overwhelmed, they're honestly more likely to resist. Second, make it fun. Turn chores or responsibilities into a game. Whether it's a race to see who can clean their room the fastest, or rewarding them with a small treat for completing a task, making it fun can really boost their enthusiasm. Third, be patient. Developing self-discipline is a gradual process. Be patient and understanding. And remember that setbacks are just part of the journey. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the core principles behind the Japanese rule that teaches self-discipline to practical ways you can apply this rule in your own parenting. The good news is that teaching self-discipline doesn't require drastic changes. Small steps like assigning responsibilities, fostering independence, and modeling good behavior can make a huge difference in your child's development. Remember, the goal is to help your child develop the skills they need to navigate life confidently and independently. By giving them the tools to succeed and the space to learn from their experiences, you're really setting them up for a future of success. It's not just about getting children to follow rules. It's about teaching them to regulate themselves, to take responsibility for their actions, and to feel proud of the work they do. As parents, we can't always be there to hold their hand, but we can teach them how to stand on their own 2 feet. And that's honestly the greatest gift we can give them. If this idea resonates with you, I invite you to come back for more parenting insights and tips. Like this video if you believe in the power of self-discipline and independence. Subscribe to this channel to keep learning about ways to guide your child towards success and happiness. Together, we can raise the next generation of confident, responsible leaders.